So how do you be yourself? Well, the short answer, of course, is to just stop caring what other people think and to live what's true for you. And the longer answer is, how do you do that? Well, in my experience with coaching is that so many times it comes down to, often people have got so far removed from that, they may not even know what that is anymore. So the quick way into that is to, rather than trying to figure out who you are, is to, and you'll have experience of this if this is a habit of yours, you'll know all the places where you're not being you. So even though you may not yet know who you actually are, you will definitely know all the places you're not being genuine. And then what tends to happen is the reasons really people tend not to be in the habit of being who they truly are is fear of what other people think. And you end up in a game of, say you're going out to a party, it's almost like you'll need a sign on the door before you enter the room saying, what mask do I need to put on now, so that the people in the room can see the version of me I think is going to be accepted, so they don't get rejected. So I don't get rejected, rather. And that tends to stem around sort of the biggest human fears, which are fear of abandonment, fear of being alone, and fear of being humiliated. But the truth is, it ends up a game we can't win, and we don't feel happy. Everyone else kind of picks up, like, there's something there not quite right about that person, but they don't know what it is. So little do they know that it's just the fact that we've got some stuff going on ourselves, and it comes across completely. There's something just completely off about the person, which in this case would be me or you. And and in my journey, there's still times when it comes up. I'm a way along now, but there's still times when it comes up. And just one very recently came up that I was talking to my coach last night with, and it was just around feeling a fraud around certain areas of my life, like maybe not wanting to be found out completely. So we worked through that, and that was good. So even though you're doing this work, there's things are going to come up sometimes you didn't even see there. You're sort of like, oh, hello, I didn't realise that was still there, or didn't even know it was there. So yeah, so that's pretty much the essence of it. And then everyone's journey into that will look very different. So it's just a case of getting to a place where it's okay to be vulnerable, and the irony of it is, humans tend to, if someone does a talk or someone does something, what will tend to happen is, if someone is up on stage or in your life and they're being vulnerable, so they're expressing something from their inner self, people outside of them, they see that as a strength. Yet what tends to happen is, when it's us needing to be vulnerable, we tend to see it as a weakness. So there's an irony there, that in other people we see it as a strength, and in ourselves we see it as a weakness. And it's because the fear comes up of being vulnerable. And when you're talking around anything around shame, shame cannot live in a vulnerable person. So if you like this video, or you think it will help anyone, or you got anything out of it, please share it. Share it on Facebook, wherever you do, whether you're on Google+, Facebook, Twitter, whatever you want to do. Please share it. And if it didn't resonate with you, and I didn't resonate with you, that's cool too. I know my right people are out there. And the people that need to hear this message will, and those that won't. All right, till next time. Love you all.